this, and why did they decide to collaborate? It doesn't happen too often.
It does. I don't think it really happens. I know.
I've never seen two shapers get together.
Pizel and Mayhem Biles did it one time. I think they shared a file for Stab Mag.
Oh.
But this one's different. So two shapers doing it. You kind of went. Dan Mann shaped the board for Rob. Treated like Rob was the team rider. Like, let's get a grovel together. So they did that, and then Rob was the test rider as Dan was making the changes. And Rob would say things like, I want my swallowtail on it. So Rob gave him his swallowtail template, and then he designed that swallowtail from Rob. So there's a lot of little weird, quirky things, but Machado was the team rider.
So what was the goal of this board? What type of riding and what type of surf?
This board was the groveler of grovelers, with little Dan Mann specs in it to get it to work during set waves. So I personally own the 5.7 and 5.8, so it can act as like my ripping groveler and then my wave count groveler. So I own two, being realistic. Real thin tail. Dan Mann's iconic step is in this thing. Gets the tail super thin, so when the sets come, you can still engage off the bottom and off the top, get the control you need. And it comes into a wider center and a full nose to give it that grovel paddle feel. And then with the widths, you're looking at 5.8, 19 7/8, 2 11 16ths. To get that width to turn, Dan ran a double barrel from the tail all the way to about under your chest or above your front foot. So you're going to get that rolling experience, and you're not going to get that fight from a wider, fishier board. This is a really good all-arounder for mushy waves, steep waves. You get it a little smaller, and it'll work in good stuff. Like steeper wave pool boards or waves, I can ride a 5.6, no problem. That's my true leaders. On this one, I went a little bigger on the 5.7. Mainly because I'm dense and I might sit a little tail heavy sometimes, and with this thin tail, I needed a little more planing surface. So I ride the 5.7 to get me that lift and that response and not slow me down when the waves get a little soft. I don't want to overbury it.
Yeah.
So that's the 5.7. And my normalies is 31 or 30, and the 5.7 is 31. And then the 5.8, I match to my Seaside. 5.6 at 32-ish liters, 32.6 I believe. And that one is good, but I just do it for wave count and fun. It doesn't rip as hard, it just grovels good.
You riding it as a thruster or quad?
Both. Actually, so I rode it as a thruster since it came out. And I'm like, oh, I'll try it as a quad. The quad, it lit up also. So I was like, oh my gosh. So now I don't care how it rides. I have tried it. Some people do like it as a 2+1. For me, it's a little washy, like the tail is a little squirrely. But for a quick little guy, they could like this thing as a 2+1 too.
It's a pretty loose board, huh?
It's a loose board already.
Yeah.
So I needed to tame it a little bit and lose the squirrely and get that short board drive that I like to feel. So I run as a quad or a thruster. Super good all around board. Compare the Dominator, because some people are like, I have the Dominator. This grovels into another world of that. The Dominator is more of a short board. This is more of like a true groveler. This goes into like your fish world, I'd say. Yeah, quad fins, yeah, anything.
And it's in the helium construction?
It's in the helium construction, super good, super durable. Has the torsional flex out with the stringer out the rails instead of down the center. Swallowtail, keep it loose and thin. A little bit of nose flip. It's got that killer wood tail block for durability that runs about like right here.
So what we're talking about is on one of our other videos, you'll probably see it. There's actually a piece of wood that actually runs this way.
That connects from the rail to the other rail to give all of this some good strength. If you want, I could even, if you don't mind going up, check this out.
Oh,
you can see the wood tail block right here. It runs all the way across on our Seasides. This one, as the boards get thinner, we have more wood tail block.
And then the nose also,
And then the nose should have like a little nose guard looking thing. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
So durability-wise, helium's up there for sure in the world of surfboards. Flex up there. Ride, killer. It's a good one for us. We're stoked to have this technology.
And I know the deck skin. I mean, I've talked to plenty of guys that have the Seaside, the bigger guys.
Yeah.
And they're pushing, a little bit over 200.
Yeah.
There's hardly any pressure after a year of riding.
Deck skins for us, it's rad. It really is. It gives you like your wife is stoked, your family member is stoked because you don't have to replace it with another one. It doesn't die out in 6 months. The durability and the flex of our boards with the skins lasts a lot longer, over a year for sure, even if it is your only board. The durability, the twinkle toeing that normal PUs get, they don't really do it on this. You don't get that like you're trying to throw a big air and you dent the front end, or you're trying to like break it in, you gotta like push into this. It just holds all the way through. Every time you pull the wax off your board, you're pretty much shocked with how clean it still is.
Right on.
Yeah, cool. Thanks,
Thank you
Dave.
very much.
Yeah, you got it.